guys, welcome back to the Distinction Factory where we make our mark. This is part 2 of solving for I, which is the interest rate in financial maths grade 10. And we were working through this question which had Karen, who was looking to find out her interest rate after she invested 10,000 Rand for 3 years and received 15,000 at the end of that period. So we are now dealing with the compound interest formula. The previous video would have the simple interest formula explanation in there. For the compound interest formula, we need to get I alone here. So usually what people would do is they would substitute into the equation and then get I alone afterwards. But that's you moving around a whole lot of numbers, which we really don't want to be doing. It can lead to some confusion. So what I would do is I would solve the literal equation where I make I the subject of the formula. And then once I've done that, then I would substitute the numbers into the equation and then get into my calculator. I just find it easier that way, so I'm going to do it that way there. I will write out my formula. A equals to P into 1 plus I to the power of n. And here we are getting I alone, so I need to move the thing that's furthest away from the I, which is the P. When I take the P across, it's now being multiplied to the bracket. So when I take it across to the other side, it would become division. So I'll have it as A over P equals to 1 plus I to the power of n. And now I have this unit raised to the power of n. And I need to get rid of that exponent. So let me take it across and it would become a root. Whenever you want to get rid of an exponent, make it a root on the other side. The nth root. Underneath our root, we are going to put everything that was on the left-hand side, which is a over p, and I'm still left with the 1 plus I. But I still have to get the I alone. So I'll take the 1 across the equals to sign and it will become a negative 1 because it's now currently a positive 1. Okay, now that I have I alone, I can substitute the numbers that I've got. I've got the nth root, so that would be 3. The A value that I've got is 15,000 over the P value that I have, which was 10,000. And then outside of the fraction, outside of the square root, I'll put the negative 1 equals to I. And now when I put this into my calculator, that's going to give me a decimal version. So I need to remember to convert it into a percentage. So in order to get this cube root or square root in your calculator, you're going to press shift and the square root button. If there was another number like not 3, like maybe 5, you can press shift and the x to the y button. Then you can type in whatever number you want there and go right and type in whatever you want underneath the square root or root. Okay, in this case we want the cube root, so I'll use that. And then I've got my 15,000 and fraction button to make it over the 10,000. Then I press right once, but that just exited the fraction. I still need to exit the root, so I press it again and I've got my negative 1. And that gives me an answer of 0,1447. Right, but remember that this is the decimal version. We still need the percentage version. So I'll take the 0,1447 and times it by 100. So now my interest becomes 14,47%. Okay, perfect. Check you guys in the next video. Bye.